Hey, what's going on? This is Madden Money Shot, bringing you guys another top 5 pass plays videos. A couple people were requesting this in the comment section recently, so I wanted to put this out. If you guys want to see more videos like this, like run plays, defenses, whatever, I already put out some videos like that. I'll try to put some links in the description, but if you want to see more, a continuation of this, let me know in the comment section, hit the like button, I'll do that. Other than that, hope you enjoy the video. Welcome back, YouTubers and Madden fans. This is Madden Money Shot, sniffing out the Madden cheese as always. If I got something special for you today, we're in the Colts playbook, and I found a play that I'm sure it's in a couple other playbooks. You guys are going to have to let me know in the comment section, though. Let everybody know in the comment section what other playbooks this play is in. But I had to check out the Colts playbook. The first one I checked out was the strong wing, and I found something that pretty much destroys every single coverage in the game. I've seen this play before. I've just never really messed around with it, and I don't know if it's the same throughout. But the play I'm talking about is the drive. We're going to make sure that we have our fastest possible player, I don't care what position it is, at the fullback spot. And in this particular situation, Nyheim Hines, who I think ran like a 4.3 something in the combine, was one of the fastest combine running backs, is going to work out just perfectly. I could probably go with Mack if I wanted to. I should probably put him at the actual running back spot. I don't know why Jordan Wilkins is at the running back spot, but either way, we just want speed there. The other positions don't really matter because this particular route, I'm going to make it so that it gets open against just about every single defense in the game. And because I'm going to show it in that way, we're going to go defense by defense. We're going to start off with cover 2, then we're going to work our way back to 3, 4. We're going to show it against man coverages just to show you that it works against everything. So we're going to go with Tampa 2 here. We also want to make sure we're running this from, I actually want to move the ball back a little bit, but we're going to make sure that we're running this from the far hash mark. Just know where you are on the field when you call this play. Because this play is such a looping play to the outside, and the only real setup I'm going to do is I'm going to motion over the fullback. You can see that already. But since this is only a play really to this running back, if you want to know the truth about it. If I wanted to create some sort of check down, I could put Hilton here on a comeback. That'd probably be the best way to go. He's all right with an out route, but realistically, you're really just going to this running back. All the reads are to this side of the field. This is a home run play to RB against just about any defense. So now that I motion him out, you have to follow this very specifically. I'm going to put B on a streak, and I'm going to put A on a flat route. Now, if you do that the other way, it doesn't work. If I put A on a streak and I put B on a flat route, it doesn't work. I'll show you what I'm talking about, but let's just do this the right way first. So we're going to put B on a streak, A on a flat route. The reason that B's on the streak is it's just going to create, the way it's going to grab attention is important when it comes to other formations. I'm not sure if it's the same way. I'm not sure if it matters against cover 2, but this is pretty much it. So all we're going to do is we're just going to wait for that cornerback to hesitate, and then we're going to bomb it up over top. Now there I kind of threw it outside. I'm going to call it a touchdown. It was a little bit close to the sideline there. But that's the play pretty much every time, no matter what the defense is. It changes a little bit based off of cover 2 and cover 4. But this is it. Like I said, we could, if we want to, we could take A right away. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's going to be there. Obviously not a big play, but from time to time, that might be the way to go if the pressure's there. I mean, I could have waited a little bit. Watch how far. I mean, this cornerback goes back pretty far. Like I said, if I want to throw it there, when I have a little bit of catch and run space, that might be the call from time to time. So don't discount that. But we're going for home runs here. So let's say the pressure's not there. You know what I mean? This is not going to be, pressure's not going to be a problem. So here we go. We get a little bit more heat than I was expecting. But you know what? Like I said, I probably could have went the underneath route. You can see how it worked out, even though I didn't wait long enough for the cornerback to drop down. I'm going to get that look one time though. I'm going to. I'm pass blocking the running back. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I'm going to get that look one time, and then I'm going to go to a replay. Like I said, right there. Cornerback hesitates, and it was a bad throw, I guess. I don't really know. But let's go ahead and let's go to the replay real quick and show you what I'm talking about. Show you what I'm waiting for as far as the cornerback, which eventually will have to pass the play off to the safety. So he's dropping back. He's just backpedaling, and boom, he hesitates. You know what I'm saying? I say when he hesitates, but realistically, if I waited again, he's dropping down to the flat route. So that's what the hesitation, that's what I mean by when he hesitates, is he basically is switching his focus to a different player. And that's only in the cover 2s. It's going to be different against cover 3 and cover 4. I promise you. Those looks and those throwing windows are a little bit different. So here we go once again. Waiting for him to hesitate. Like I said, that's perfect. You know what I'm saying? That is right where I want to put that. So now we're in a cover 3 look. You can tell by the single high safety. You know, still, I'm going to do the exact same setup. It's just when you throw the ball, it's a little bit different. So let's go ahead and let's do this. The cover 4 is probably the most unique. But you can see right there, the guy's trailing. There's nothing there. There's no safety over the top this time. I was originally creating this to be a cover 3 beater, and it's a much better cover 3 beater than it is pretty much any other coverage. You can see, like I said, it works against cover 2, but the way that this play works, I mean, cover 2, there might be like a 40-yard space limit of where you can home run it. Against this, though, it's unlimited, and the reason is simple. Look at that cover 3 safety. Look how I mean, he's a cornerback, but look how he just goes ahead and shoots inside. I'll show that in a replay. Is going to be like I said, what I call the coverage breaker. There's no adjustments, which is what makes this play so great. It's out of the gun wide off trio week. Like I said, I'm using the Saints playbook. I did an entire breakdown of the Saints this year and last year in the description below. You can click the link and you can go check out my ebooks on my my website. But this particular play hasn't changed from last year. There's no adjustments at all. It's just a really good home run route, and it's the PA post dig shot. I used this quite a bit last year. I don't really use the Saints too much anymore. I pretty much use the Panthers, but to be honest with you, the more time I spend making these videos about Saints plays, the more I think about going back and using them again. So Ted Ginn, I'm going to put my fastest guy on this route out here. I already have it set up that way. We're going to pick that play. On the other side, like I said, we're going to pick a specific coverage here. We're going after cover 4 drop show 2. There's a lot of cover 4s in this game, and they're all pretty much trash. I'm going to try to find one real quick to show you what I'm talking about. But a lot of these, like the cover 4 quarters, those are terrible match coverages. Those get beat by just about anything. But there is one cover 4 out there, maybe more than one. I'm sure there's ones in other formations, but this is the one I see the most. The cover 4 out of the 3-4 odd. If I can find it again, I'm having a problem. Here we go. The cover 4 drop show 2. This is the one that people run the most, and it can give people problems. They just sit in it all game, and there's not a lot of plays to beat it. So we have to break that. So let's go ahead and let's pick that. So I would say the most popular setup that people do is they pretty much pinch, or they show blitz. That's probably the most common. Other than that, I mean, they might like hover the gap and try to do things to get pressure. But for the most part, this is the look that I think gives people a lot of trouble. And what I'm going to use right here, like I said, there's no adjustments needed. If I want to, I can create a check down, which I like is Thomas. I like to put him on a drag, and it has no effect in changing the play. But it gives you a nice check down if you don't have the time to get the ball off to Ginn, which is the guy I'm going to be shooting for. And then I also like to block the running back, maybe shift the line, slide it to the right, my pass protection, because I'm going to be trying to roll in that direction, considering that's where the ball is going to be going. I want a shorter, it's going to be easier to complete the pass if I have a shorter distance to the route. So it takes a little bit of time, but like I said, I got 7 guys blocking. Probably threw that a little bit earlier than I wanted to, but you can see I was still wide open for the touchdown. Now, if I wanted to do it without a lot of adjustments, because a lot of times when you do a lot of adjustments, it can kind of give the play away. I'd say the most important one would probably be blocking the running back, or if, like I said, if I want to keep it simple, I could just slide my protection to the right. I don't have to block the running back at all. But those are the 2 critical ones. So, like I said, I'm going for a home run anyway. So, like I said, I need the protection more than anything. As you can see, I'm just kind of using my blockers. I'll roll out. I don't need to roll out, but I'll do it just to make a shorter path for the throw. That's really the only reason I'm doing that. Rolling out is not key to the success of this play. You can do this from the pocket. I find that moving in the direction of the throw, though, just gives you a little bit more of the angle that you want. And you can see it's a 50-plus yard play while it's in the air. And it's that play at the top there, the PA cross F wheel. That's the play, but like I said, they kind of patched it. They didn't patch it in the I-form close flex, but they did patch it in the in other formations. So now that I found it in a formation that works the same way that it always did, I wanted to bring you guys back to it, because to me it's one of the best combinations of plays in the game. The only problem is you have to run the Baltimore Ravens playbook, because I don't think this is in any other any other playbook has this particular set of plays in this particular formation. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a running back at this spot here. I guess, I don't know, maybe Ty Montgomery's probably pretty fast. I guess he's probably the best option. And that's going to make this play that much better. You might know this play already. If you watch my channel long enough and you remember the first time that I put this out, or the first time you saw this, let me know in the comment section. Let me know how long you've been watching. All I'm going to do is I'm going to motion this guy to the line, and you see the difference. Now he goes all the way to the line, and you're going to see how, especially against, this looks like a cover 3, but especially against a cover 3, I mean, he's going to be extra glitchy to the sidelines underneath this cover 3. He's going to be wide open. I'm going to block my running back. I have my choice to either put Boyle here on a slant or a drag, it really doesn't matter. I kind of like the slant to be a little bit more aggressive, but the drag is probably the safest version of a check down. Go ahead and I'm going to call this, and like I said, look how wide open that guy is. We're going to watch the replay on that. He's got to be 15 yards open on that play. So like I said, let's go ahead and let's just go to the replay function real quick just so we can count the yards. So here we are in replay, and I think the drag actually pulled this linebacker in a little bit. Let's just go ahead and let's take a look at this. The way that this play looks like it works out, this linebacker looks like he's starting off to follow this guy, and then the drag just sucks him back in, leaving this guy with what, 20 yards of space? You know what I mean? Like, these are the type of plays that I like to put out. I mean, how can you mess this up? How can you miss this? You know what I mean, this is the read the whole way, especially in cover 3s. Cover 2s, maybe not so much. I'll show you the reads for those. But if it's a cover 3, and even a man, if it's a man coverage, he's going to go straight up down the sideline. But this is the type of plays that I like to run all game. If I can run a play like this all game, you know what I'm saying? This is so easy. Like, you can't make mistakes when it's this wide open. This is why, like I said, I can't believe they didn't patch this. It makes all the difference in the world. Here it looks like a cover 3, so we're definitely going to have, I mean, it looks like it was a man. So that brings me to my next route, though. This guy right here, an excellent man beater coming across. Although, realistically, anything is going to beat man on this play. Let's try this one more time, because I'm thinking I got a cover 3 here. Nope, still another man. So like I said, I mean, you got to motion him out. It was a man coverage, but even if I motion this guy out, like, he got covered there. But if I motion him out, he's not going to get covered. He's going to beat that linebacker to the edge. That's the whole point. And then, like I said, my other adjustments are really up to me as far as, you know, what I want to do with my tight end here. But, you know, if it's a man, every route here is pretty much going to beat it. But Crabtree and the RB route are really going to be the killers. And like I said, there's a man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what are you going to do, though? The linebacker has no chance getting that edge, as we've got quite a few man looks here already, to be honest with you. But yeah, I really want Brown on Crabtree's route and Crabtree on Brown's route, because Brown's route really is only good if it's a cover 2. So, you know, I don't know if I'm going to get that look at any point in time, but I want my speed guy here, because this will give, you know, a lot of house call opportunities if you get somebody dumb enough to run man coverages. So the next play that I found that is really difficult for cover 4 or any defense really to stop. This is a pretty glitchy formation, the stack Y flex out of the gun formation. This is something I found out of the Steelers playbook when I was going to do a Steelers ebook that I never got around to doing. But it's also in the Saints. I put it in the updated Saints playbook that I just recently put out. And it's the drive H wheel. This play gives pretty much anything trouble. I think the only thing that really might give it, you know, might stop it is probably cover 2 maybe, but I'm not even sure. So whether you're running up against cover 3 or cover 4 or man, whatever, the play that I'm showing you right now is pretty much going to beat that. So let's show cover 4 drop show 2 again. So this play, what makes this play so great is there's not one route that's beating cover 4. There's 2 routes, and it's on both sides. It's going to give your opponents fits because they can't use them both. The first play I showed you, they can try to use that deep route and kind of, you know, slow it down. But this one, there's 2 routes that really beat it, and they can't use both of them. So let's go ahead and let's make the first adjustment. We're going to move this running back over. He's going to be your first cover 4 beater, but he's not going to be your first read. My first read is going to be the Y route. So I'm going to put the X route on a streak. And now I got cover 4 beaters on both sides. The bigger play, though, obviously, is the one on the stack side. So we're going to look for that first, as you can see right there. When he makes that break, I don't really care what coverage it is. He's pretty much beating that every time. And like I said, I'm pretty sure he beats cover 2 as well, because Bryant will typically come across and either pull coverage down, or it'll basically make your outside zone decide. So this is not just a cover 4, or like I said, it's also good against cover 3. It really beats any coverage. You can run this play pretty much all game. It's one of my more favorite plays. I wish it was in the Panthers playbook, which is the playbook that I use. But like I said, the running back too. Watch the running back. Watch the distance that he gets, you know, separation. So he's going to be a really big catch and run. Your opponent will never be able to pick which side of the ball they're going to defend, and that's just going to make this a really devastating play against cover 4. And like I said, it works against like cover 3s and cover, you know, whatever. I don't really care. Plus, his running back is really good. The running back won't work against cover 2, but it will work against man. But you're pretty safe to assume that they won't be using this Y route. That's why, like I said, I'm pretty much staring at the Y route 9 times out of 10. Right there. He's on it for how long? You know what I'm saying? But then boom. I mean, that's 20-something yards in the air. So then the last play is something I put out before, the dig and go. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick that. This is specifically a cover 2 play. Doesn't matter if they run that mid-third with the middle linebacker that's so popular. This is still going to beat that. So let's go ahead and let's pick that. So this play here, I mean, I typically want to run this from an open side of the field. I'd say that's most important. But all I'm going to do is put B here on a fade. That's it. You want the space to the sideline. That's the thing that makes this play work. But it doesn't matter. If your opponent is using that middle linebacker in the middle third, it doesn't change anything because this play, all it really does is beat to the outside. I just have to kind of wait for that defender to hesitate, and I just kind of pass lead to the outside, and there it is. Now, that wasn't even really a good throw. I didn't even really get that throw good. Well, let's go ahead and let's try to do this a little bit more. We're just waiting for that cornerback right there. Once he hesitates to take up to account for that zig route, which will happen just about every time. I'll show you what I'm talking about. We'll try to get one of them to look. Like I said, right here, we're just gonna wait for that guy to kind of sit down. He didn't even catch the ball, but I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about in the replay, just so we can kind of highlight it. This cornerback here, you're gonna see it. His responsibility is to follow this receiver back, and he does that to a point. Like right here, you see how he just kind of slows down and he just lets the guy run past. By the time he does, then you see he goes to full sprint. Once I throw the ball, then he goes from that back pedal into that full sprint. You know, like I said, he didn't catch the ball. I don't know what happened there. But that's still going to be the look you see just about every time you run this play when you diagnose that they have a cover two. And it's because he has to acknowledge this lower receiver. And, you know, technically, I mean, if I were to just bullet pass it, that safety would handle it. But since I pass lead outside away to space, it's always going to be there. So let's do this one more time. The running back's a nice check down too, by the way. Like I said, right there. Hesitates, wide open, easy play. I could house this too, by the way. I don't have to run from here. This is the type of play. I could take this, you know, I could distance this from just about anywhere. There we go. You know what I'm saying? This is pitch and catch, man. This is easy stuff if you get the timing down. People cannot run cover two against me online. When I run somebody running cover two, I mark them to shit with this play. And that's all she wrote. You know what I'm saying? This isn't even really, I mean, this is a great defense against really average receivers. I don't even know who Higgins is. You know what I'm saying? He's beating one of the better, this is one of the best defenses in the game. And it's just pitch and catch, except for when he doesn't catch it. It's pitch, but it's not catch because this dude's got no hands, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he's really short. I feel like I'm playing mutt with like the midget squad or something. Like there, that was a bad pass lead. I still came down with it. But that's why that pass lead is so key. I just kind of messed up the buttons when it came to the pass lead. Let's go ahead and do this one more time. Like I said, look at that. That's just perfect. You cannot defend that. It's all a timing-based play. And if you mess up the timing, the play will not work. So right there, he hesitates. Once again, didn't pass lead it. You know what I'm saying? The pass lead didn't come through the way that I wanted to. So, you know, it's a money play, but it's all technique. You know what I'm saying? You have to have stick skills to make this throw. This is a high level throw. Let's do this one more time. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna end this. Like I said, he hesitates. See ya. You know what I'm saying? I could have housed that from anyway, man. This play is so money. So money. So that's it. That's the play. Like I said, coverage specific. If you want to see coverage specific, please do me a favor, like button, I'll do that. Other than that, thanks for watching, man. Much out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.